Hey guys! You're never going to guess how I'm gonna start off this video. Super basic, but I feel like I needed to add in a little coffee montage, so let's go to that. Oh, that's good. Let's get to it. I'm really debating filming in my kitchen right now because the lighting's always good here. But like, would that be weird? Film like a vlog in the kitchen without actually cooking anything? You know what? We're just gonna go with it anyways. So yes, I did decide to film in my kitchen. I'm kind of winging today's video, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, well, first of all, let me just say, I rewatched my last video and I was so out of it. I was so nervous. I like couldn't even like look at the camera. I was just like so nervous. But then again, when I answer questions and I have to think through them, like I never make eye contact. It's something that I'm working on, trying to make better eye contact. But just a little disclaimer, I feel like that video was just like 50% of effort. Like I could have done it way better, but you know what? I'm happy that I posted it. I'm happy that it's out. I feel like I needed to post it to just have my first video out, and then I can improve later on. So, oh, little side note here, guys, look. Look at my puppy. Hi. This is Nico. This is Mickey. He likes to make a mess out of his bowl because he's old and he doesn't know what he's doing. And yes, they both have little cute Christmas attire. Yeah, you like your Christmas sweater? And yes, I'm wearing fuzzy pink slippers right now. I figured I would show you guys a little outfit of the day here. So this is the outfit. These are the slippers. Bright side is, bright side, get it? I don't think if I were with someone and we were out like grocery shopping, they would not be able to lose me. They'd be like, oh, that red stain over there, that's Julia. What do you guys think? We're matching right now. We're both wearing red. Anyways, we're just gonna hang out, have a good time. I figured I would go through what it's like to create a new collection, the things that you need to do, because if you don't already know, check out Aloura Lounge, my clothing brand. We have a new collection dropping soon in December, and we have pre-orders coming the first week of September too, which I'm super excited about. So I wanted to go through with you what exactly is on my new collection checklist, because yes, I write everything down and I use a sketchbook to do so. I'm weird, I'm a strange one. I do not like writing notes with like lined paper. I like blank paper. I've been having a great old time writing in this sketchbook, and plus the papers are thick. So I have cute, fun little marker pens. Both the pens in the notebook, or the pens in the sketchbook are both from Chapters. Stop it. My dog wants to come up here. So my dog's a huge attention seeker and needs to sit on my lap. If I don't keep him on my lap right now, he will just bark at me and be annoying. So it is what it is. 10 minutes later. Of course, I'm still super new to this and I'm learning as we go too. The first launch for my clothing brand launched in July. So it's only been a couple months, I'm still learning. And something that I realized is how fast time goes and how long the whole process of having the idea of a new launch to actually launching, how long that actually takes. So I'm in the process of starting a new collection, not the one that I'm releasing in December, but one after that, because I know how long it takes now and I can start prepping for that ahead of time, and I'm starting to look into spring stuff too. Something that I realized is how far in advance you really need to be on your game. This launch that's coming up was supposed to launch in fall of 2021, and it is now basically winter. I am disappointed in myself, but it's a learning process, so we're just gonna go with it and just do the best we can with what we have. Let's go through my checklist. First comes first. Okay, I have an idea. I want to start a new collection. For example, the one that's coming out is called the Down to Earth collection. So on the very first page here, I wrote all my thoughts, all my feelings, everything that had to do with this collection. Any idea that I had, I just took a day and like brainstormed. I have a couple pages here, exactly what I wanted to do. You know, the meaning behind the sweaters, what you're gonna have on the sweaters, the color, or sorry, not just sweaters, but I mean the pieces, the colors of the pieces, why you think your customers will like them, what you wanna really focus on when it comes to like marketing and showing it off. Once you start brainstorming and you have an idea, it's not gonna go exactly as planned, but that's okay. I love just looking back on this to kind of get any additional ideas, or always kind of go back to my initial ideas, if that makes sense. There's obviously a lot of things to look at, and when writing out your plan, obviously think back to, okay, do you have an idea of what material you wanna do? If not, start finding different manufacturers for different samples if you have zero idea of what material you want. And once you get those samples coming in, you're obviously going to get a better idea of what you want to do, or what fabrics you like, what you don't like. So first things first, write a plan. Second, figure out what fabrics you want to do. 3, once you figure out what fabrics you want to do, you can then start looking into colors. If you don't already know, if you pick a fabric from a manufacturer, they have something like this called their stock colors. So stock colors usually are not an additional charge, so you can pick any color in this book that they give you for the fabric that you chose. Each color equals the same price. If for some reason you want to have a custom color, which this is a whole nother story, I learned my lesson with this. Custom colors are really expensive. Of course, it varies for every manufacturer. And long story short, I did custom colors for my first launch, and it is something that I would have changed if I were to do it again. I would not have done custom colors because of how expensive they were, and I think it was risky with our first launch. But again, lesson learned, you make mistakes, it's fine, we move on. Once you figure out what colors you want, you can start moving on to finishing the design of your collection if you haven't already. So obviously it depends on your design. Are you just gonna do writing? Are you gonna do some kind of image? Or are you just gonna add your logo? But for example, like my Down to Earth collection, I just knew that I wanted to do a bunch of quotes on the back that really resonated with me and hopefully resonated with other people as well. I just used Canva to design the piece at the back of my sweaters. I feel Canva is just a good option and super easy to use, user-friendly, all that. My dog. And then you can move on to ordering your final sample. At this point, obviously beforehand, if you didn't know what fabric you wanted to do for your new collection, you would have to go back and forth with the sampling process, especially if you find a fabric, but the piece that they designed for you, there's some things you want to change. It can be a long back and forth process. Basically, your final sample that you get from the manufacturer is as close as what the bulk order final piece is going to look like, because of course you want to have an exact idea of what your piece is going to look like before ordering bulk. Did my camera just die? Yes, it did. Once you have your final samples ordered, this gives you time to start creating yet another plan, or as I like to say, like a checklist. So I have a checklist here that I created before I received my final samples. I feel like it's super important to get a rough idea of exactly how you're going to bang out this new launch. Here we are. Here's my beautiful art piece of a checklist. So first thing I have is teasers. So this is like the stuff that I would throw out on my social media teasing the new collection. And the goal with the final samples, you want to be able to have the final piece that you can start shooting content for and start hyping it up on your social media to then lead to a successful launch. You basically want to have everyone's questions answered prior to launch, so they're ready to buy it once you release your new pieces, and you want to show off every different angle, literally every angle. Close-ups, faraway shots, just showing the tag, like things like that. People want to see that before buying. So I wrote a little teasers list here and a bunch of different things that I want to show off on my social media. I also wrote a giveaway. website. Find out if you want influencers, whether you have people in mind or it's something that you still need to look into. Packaging, are you going to need new packaging? Do you already have packaging from past launch? For me, for example, I think I'm going to start ordering some boxes because sweatpants and sweaters may not fit in the biggest size poly mailer that I have, so I have that written down. Whether you want new thank you cards or like a new collection type of card, whether you want new tags or have tags. And then I also wrote out website. I wrote a checklist out for that. So for the website, I want to update my new homepage with the launch, product name, descriptions, also something to think about. Photo shoot, if you want to rent a space or if you want to do like lifestyle photos, are you going to get a photographer? Are you going to do it yourself? A lot of things to consider, and I feel like it makes it so much less overwhelming when I have it all written down. Models, also something to really think about prior to. Are you going to have models? Are you going to model it yourself? Pre-orders, are you going to do pre-orders? Is that something you're interested in doing? So giving certain people access to buy the products before the bulk order even comes in, so you can send it out right away when the bulk order comes. Social media, whether you want to keep your social media the same vibe that you currently have and just build on that if you want to switch it up. So for example, for me, I really wanted to lead to the dark earthy tones on my social media feed. If you check out our Instagram, you can kind of see how I'm doing that. And I also wrote out different things that I wanted to do with our social media as well. So that's kind of like the basics of my checklist. Of course, I didn't go through every single thing, but I feel like you get a rough idea. So another thing to do when waiting for your bulk order to come is start figuring out content ideas. I find that is my biggest struggle sometimes, is trying to constantly bring out content, because that way I can just start nailing them out right away when my final samples come in. So then I write out all my brand pillars and I write out different content ideas for each brand pillar. For example, for me, our first launch, I was really winging it. I didn't have a huge idea of what exactly what brand pillars were. I didn't know any of that. I never really sat down and kind of started to really figure out a social media strategy, which is obviously super important. It's definitely something that I've learned and made a mistake with. And of course, I feel like you get a hang of it with time, so I'm still trying to learn it. But again, I think with time, I'm gonna get a routine and it's gonna become a lot easier. So that's also something that I'm currently in the process of doing. There's a lot that comes with once you get your bulk order in, especially if you want to launch as soon as possible. Can you tell that I'm really just trying to tackle through this? I feel like this is a nice little good intermission. We can take a little sip of our coffee. So once you get your bulk order, you have to count everything, obviously add everything to your website, have a photo shoot, figure out models, ads, influencers, again, put everything on the website and figure out if you want to do a pre-order or not, or if you just want to save all the hype for launch day. But yeah, that's basically my exact plan that I'm going through right now. Really tackling my content strategy and building that hype, which I think, including myself, I'm hyped. I'm so hyped. I feel like people can feel that energy off of me. I'm so excited for this launch. This launch really means a lot to me. Again, if you're not following us on Instagram, it's at Aloura Lounge. If you want to follow my personal Instagram, it's at Julie Lisinski. If you guys have any other small business questions or any questions in general, feel free to send me a DM or Aloura Lounge a DM or leave a comment on this YouTube video. I would be happy to answer any of your questions and help you guys out as much as I can, because that is honestly what the goal is at the end of the day with this channel. I hope you found this super helpful, hopefully a little bit entertaining too. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time.